you and I had talked about something a while ago, and it just kind of went dead. Tom Brady, had potential talks with being the part owner of the Raiders. Now we know he's got the job with Fox doing the announcing stuff and everything like that. But you had mentioned to me a couple days ago that we haven't really heard anything about him and him going to the Raiders. Any of that. Is that still?
It's still crickets. It's crickets. There is nothing out there. Nothing at all. I think it might be dead. Maybe not completely dead in the water. It might resurrect every once in a while, but at least the last time we spoke, it looked to be a little bit about money, but it looks like they solved the money issue. Because the initial amount he was going to be giving in was very, very low, extremely low. Yeah. So the owners weren't real thrilled on that because they're trying to keep everybody's value up. And so if you're undercutting what you're allowing a minority partner to come in through, that's going to set a lower standard for everybody across the board. So they said no. So they increased it. Tom Brady has a partner that he was working with. And so Tom was only going to be a portion of that buy-in. Nothing at all. And the next owners committee, I don't believe the next one's until closer to probably July, August, one of those things. But at that point, Tom's going to be going with the Fox Sports crew to all the various teams. And that's why I said it when this happened. Yeah. I had a feeling his sportscasting situation was going to cause a problem. Yeah. And I read fairly soon after we first talked about this that there's owners that have real problems with this. They're not saying who they are. They're saying it under anonymity. And they're like, no, we don't like this. We don't think that a sportscaster should be able to come in when they own another team. So I think that was the sticky part. Now, can they get over this? Can they work through it? Probably yes, but I don't think it's going to happen this year. But if I'm wrong, I will do a breaking news story on my own, and I will say mea culpa. Yes, he got in.
Yeah. Well, I think there's something to what you just mentioned, and you got to. I mean, think about the owners is still an old boys club. It's still all these older, lack of better term, white guys or company groups, management groups that have come together to do that, and they got their sect, they got their group.
They take Tom in a second if it was about money.
Would they though? Because they don't want it. We haven't been able to get players to be owners. So,
what I'm saying is, if he didn't have the sportscasting job, he'd be in, no question asked. He'd be a minority partner. It wouldn't have even made the press. They just would have gone in the Raiders and gotten it approved and all of that. It's because it's the sportscasting. It's the immediate conflict of interest that runs this story. So that's why, I mean, like I said, earlier in the process, it was both. It was the money and the sportscasting. Money seems to be fixed. So if that got fixed and sportscasting wasn't a problem, his job wasn't a problem, he'd already be an owner. Right. It would have passed through like that. It's not. So that tells me no matter how much they tried to say it was about money, it wasn't about money. No. It was about the inherent conflict of interest of his job versus being a minority owner of a team, of a member.
Absolutely. So, yeah, we will definitely follow up on that. And when that comes out, whichever way that falls, and we will definitely let you know.